Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we will discuss the interview questions for Capgemini. As all of you might be aware, Capgemini is one of the most famous IT companies in India. It is the company in the same league of like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and Cognizant. Okay, so this interview was conducted for the role of Java developer for the experience of 6+ years of experience, and so it was a single round of interview, and after that, HR and managerial round happened. So today we will discuss all the questions for this interview. And before moving to the first slide, let me tell you that this video is a part of Java interview series. So in this series, I will be uploading 15 interview experiences, and this is my promise to you, if you prepare all the questions asked in these 15 videos, then you are good to clear any kind of Java interview. Okay, because what we have seen recently is that there is a pattern, there is a fixed set of famous questions. Okay, so if you prepare them well, then you can definitely score very good in any of the interview. Okay, and guys, one request is you to please subscribe to my channel, because I have seen 90% of the viewers don't subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to my channel, for you it will just take a second, but for me it gives a very big motivation to me. Okay, so let's move to the first slide. Okay, so the first question that the interviewer asked was the explain internal working of HashMap. So guys, HashMap is one of the most important topic for Java interviewer. In almost all interviews, I have seen them asking this question, like what is the internal working of HashMap? So all of you should prepare this question very well, like what is hash map, what is the internal working of hash map, what is hashing mechanism, how values are stored in hash map, how values are retrieved from hash map, what is the time complexity of these operations like inserting and retrieving, and apart from that, like how collisions are handled in the hash map, and what changes are done in the hash map as a part of Java 8 revamp, right? So you should be aware of all these questions very well, because there are very high number of chances for you to face this question in any of the interview. Okay, so the next question was like explain serialization in Java. So as you might already be aware, like as a process of serialization is a process of writing the state of the object to a byte stream. Okay, and then we can ship this object, and later on, by the process of deserialization, the object is again constructed back. Okay, so you can go through this question as well. The next question was about the externalization. So basically both serialization and externalization are the process of writing the state of object on a byte stream, but if we customize this serialization process, then that operation is called externalization. Okay, so if you have some bloated objects which has large files, okay, and some you want some kind of fine-grained control over the process of serialization. This serialization process is given by Java itself. So if you want to customize that, then you can go for externalization. Okay, so again, these two are also one of the famous questions, and you should prepare them well. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so next questions were from Java 8, like what is Streams API introduced in Java? Okay, so you should prepare this question very well. Like what is the Stream API which was introduced in Java 8? What are the advantages of it? And what all operation you can perform with the help of streams? Like you can sort, you can filter, lot of things you can do. And another important question that I have came across here is like what is more fast if I compare the performance of streams versus the performance of old iterators? So you should be knowing this well, because the interviewer might ask you this question, and if you answer it well, then he might come to the conclusion that you have the good internal knowledge of Stream API. And the next question was like, what are the functional interfaces in Java 8? So again, it was like trivia question, like what are the functional interfaces? So you can explain like these are the single abstract method interfaces, and all the definition you can give, like what are the predefined functional interfaces in Java. Okay, so the next question was to sort value in descending order in hash map on the basis of key. So again, in this question, the interviewer was asking me to write a code in which hash map was given, and I'm supposed to sort the values or in the hash map on the basis of descending order of key. So again, for this question, like we can use Java 8, we can use Java 8 for this question also. So what basically we will be doing, I will not be giving the complete solution here, because it will increase the duration of question. You can Google it later on. But what we can do is like we can get the stream over this, we can get the stream over this hash map, and no, sorry, first of all we will get the entry set for this hash map, and on the entry set of this hash map we can use the stream API, and then we can use the comparator dot comparing by. Okay, and then we can pass the values to that to sort these things value. So this kind of answer he was expecting from me by using the Java 8. Okay, so now let us move to the next slide. Okay, so the next question was like an array has numbers from 1 to 10. So the basically question was like an array has numbers from 1 to 10, means first 10 natural numbers, and if one number is missing, so how will you find the missing number out of it? Okay, so basically guys, the trick the trick to this question is like you can solve this question in O of n time, in O of n time. And how you can do this is, what you can do, the sum of first n natural numbers is always n plus 1, sorry, n plus 1 divided by 2, right? So for you the n value here is 10. So what you can do is, you by using this formula you can calculate the value of sum of n, first n natural numbers. Okay, so in this case what will be the sum? So in this case what will be the sum? So you can calculate this sum, and then you can subtract the sum of addition of all the numbers in this array. Okay, so by this way what will happen, you will get the missing number out of it, right? So this is the ON complexity solution for this problem. Okay, so you can practice the code for this. So again, then the interviewer moved towards the, again the interviewer moves towards the Spring security, like what is the Spring security? So again, in all the interview question, like security is one of the core aspect, because just creating a API doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to secure it, how to deploy it. Okay, so Spring security is one of the most common areas which the interviewer will ask you in the questions. And I again suggest you to go through some kind of detailed tutorial for this, because it is one of the most common feature, and it is also required for you to in the industry also, like how you implement the security, because security is one of the core aspect of any API, right? So the next question, like what is Sonar Cube? So again, like to ensure the good code quality, we use the Sonar Cube, and with the Jenkins build also we integrate Sonar Cube, so that if your code passes the quality parameters only, then only it will get deployed on the server. So again, in this way you can explain the Sonar Cube, and I think you all of you might be using this Sonar Cube or Sonar Lint plugin along with your IntelliJ or Eclipse IDE, right? Okay, again, this is one of the most iconic questions, like what is the contract between hash code and equals? So again, you can answer this questions or question also, like nothing new in this. And the next question was like, what is the difference between shallow and deep copy? So again, you can prepare this question because in while because you can use this here also. And again, if someone asks you to create like if ask you to like how you will create a immutable class, okay, so again in the creating the immutable class, if you have a mutable attribute, then you need to do the deep cloning, right? So again you can use this concept there also. And the next question was like, how concurrent hash map works. So as we all know, like simple hash map, if one thread is accessing, then that hash map is locked and another thread cannot access it simultaneously, right? So it leads to the performance set. Now to improve the performance, okay, the designers of the language came with the concurrent hash map. So concurrent hash map works on the principle of segments. This concurrent hash map is divided into segments, and if read is happening, sorry, if write is happening in one of the segments, then only that segment gets logged. Other threads can still read from the other segments. Okay, so again you can go through this through the various tutorials, like how is the how better this performs concurrent hash map as compared to the normal hash map. So again, it is one of the high frequency interview question. Okay guys, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so all there is nothing on the next slide. These all questions were asked to me. And again, if you like this video, if you want to motivate me, it will not take you more than a 1 second. You can subscribe to my channel. I will come up with a lot of more such recent interview questions, and definitely it will be helpful to you. And if you find any kind of difficulty or you are looking for some kind of advice to me, you can mail to my official email ID of this channel. Thank you guys, and thanks for supporting me, and thanks for motivating me, and most importantly, thanks for giving me your valuable time. Thanks, and happy Diwali.